Hey Blue Table fans, it's Blue Table fans, it's time, and we are ready to dive right in. I'm here with Julian. He drove all the way from Idaho.
Yes, sir.
Right?
That's right.
And you're playing...
I'm playing High Elves.
Right, and so this guy bought the Studio High Elf army painted in the best color known to man. What's the best color known to man?
Purple and
They're
teal.
teal. Oh, that's fantastic. All right, here's our table. We're playing on my awesome 8-foot-long standard color flock table. We're using Custom Kingdoms. Go ahead and Google them to get the website because I'm too lazy to put up the link. And we're going to play a 3,000-point game. Vampire counts. A client has allowed me to use his figures. We're combining that with the studio stuff, and we are ready to go. Okay, on the vampire count side, we have a level 1 necromancer on foot, a level 2 necromancer on a corpse cart, and a level 4 vampire lord. They are not messing around. And on the high elf side, what do we have for wizards?
We have 2 level 4 archmages.
Oh, wow! Oh, I do not like that. They're going to put down my level 2 wizards whenever they try and cast a spell.
I'm counting on it.
I'm ready. Okay,
right.
So we're rolling for spell. You know, we're just going to tell you what spells we got as we went along. For my part, I just have Invocation of Nehek. That's the basic spell that raises guys. That's for the necromancers. The level 2 also has Raise Dead. I rolled for that earlier. And here comes the Vampire Lord. Yeah, I said I would tell him later, but I'm just going to do it right now. Whoa, 3 5s and a 1, and that means a lot of choosing for me. Let's go over to the high elf side and go.
All right, so
are those black dice in there?
Yes.
Yeah, you need to go all teal. Here, give me the black dice. Those are bad guys. Are these your dice?
They are.
Oh, okay.
But
what? No, you can use your own dice.
Oh.
Yeah, fantastic.
Okay, well, I got some good news for you.
I'll allow you to use your own dice.
Thank you very much.
When you're in my place, you'll use the dice I want.
Alrighty. So,
all right, what's his lore?
His lore for this one is going to be the lore of high magic. Now,
okay, and what about the next one?
This is
your general.
This is the good part.
I'm ready.
He has the seer staff of Safri.
Yeah.
Which means the bear can choose spells instead of randomly selecting.
Okay, fantastic. And so what's your lore there?
So he's got the lore of Shadow, I believe. Yes.
Oh
the
no.
Lore of Shadows.
All right, I know what this is all about.
I'm like trying to do it, and I'm like, Can you tell what color one?
All right, we are going to be using Let's Just Play style deployment. Here's how that works. And by the way, I just invented this. Each player has 5 minutes to put his figures on the board. You're welcome to see where your opponent's putting his figures, but you only have 5 minutes to do it. Plain and simple. And away we go. I think I'm down to 4 minutes, so I better get started. Okay, here is Undead Deployment. We have 3 Vargeists. They are vampiric, so they can march without being within 12 inches of the general. Where is the... Oh, wow, look at how confusing this is. Here's the general. It's the Vampire Lord. So as it stands now, this entire block can march. All right, we have a Terrorgeist, unit of Black Knights with a white. So that's 9 Black Knights and a white. A Corpse Cart, not painted. Necromancer on foot. I'm keeping him close here because he is going to be raising stuff. Raising things. Mortis Engine. Graveguard with the Vampire Lord in it. 50 zombies, 50 zombies, 50 skeletons. By the way, these are Mantic models. It's like 4 different collections that I had to pull this from to get all the figures. By the way, this is approximately 250 figures here. And 20 dire wolves. In fact, let's count. 50, 50, 50, would be 50. I was a little short, so it's just a blank holder there. Yeah, so there's 20 Graveguard plus miscellaneous is easily 250 figures in this army. It's a lot of painting, a lot of assembly, but it looks fantastic. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, let's look at High Elf deployment. We have some Dragon Princes over here. Any heroes in there?
Just the Drake Master.
Okay. Unit of Seaguard.
Seaguard right here. We have the Bolt Thrower with a level 4 Archmage here. We have 15 Lothar Seaguard, full command right here. We have the Phoenix Guard here with one of the heroes.
Okay.
And
so is he just a noble?
He's just a noble, yeah.
Okay.
And then we have another, well, here's another Phoenix Guard with another hero. We have the BSB in here with the Regiment of Swordmasters.
Okay.
Another regiment of Lothran Seaguard full commands. My general right here. Another bolt thrower. And another regiment.
Okay, fantastic.
Seaguards.
How are we going to play these buildings? We're going to play them like in the rule book? I kind of know those rules now. Or we can just do them as impassable objects. So there's that too.
You know, I will let you choose.
I think we should just do impassable objects.
Impassable?
That'll be simpler. Also, these hedges, they can be moved. They don't block movement, but they do increase your ward save by 1 or give you a 6-up ward save if you're even touching them. If the unit is even clipping it, they get that. So, okay, sounds good. I finished deploying first, so I'll take a +1. No, that's not fair. You take the +1. Let's roll.
All right.
3. High Elves got 4. Would have beat me anyway, or actually would have been a tie. But anyway, okay, so I'm ready.
Okay.
Your first turn, High Elves movement. High Elves movement phase 1. What do you got?
So far, what I just did is just move up my regiments to be a little bit closer within range to shoot at your regiments over there on the other side. Probably wait till the following turn.
Okay,
so
great. Would you mind if I made the Vanguard movement with these guys? Because I can't charge on the first turn, so there's that. All right, they go 9 inches, so I'm just going to zip them. Okay, there they are. All right, I'm ready. What's next?
Okay.
We're on the magic phase.
Magic phase.
Magic phase makes me sad.
All right, so
High Elf magic phase is bad.
This
I got to get rid of these wizards. Where are they? Where are my wizards? Oh, I got to go get all the way over there to kill that stupid wizard.
well,
All right. Now I think I can do it.
all right.
I think I can do it. And there's one all the way over here. Oh, blarg.
So.
Okay, go. I'm ready.
All right. I think what we're gonna do is.
You roll 2 dice. 2 dice
two
for
dice.
Winds of Magic.
Okay.
And then channeling, you roll, there you go. So 6, a 4, and a 2. Roll 2 more dice for channeling. I have 3 wizards. I get no channels. And you got 1. So you have 7 dice base, and I have the highest of the 2, which is 4. So it's 4 to 7. That is an uphill battle. But hopefully his wizards will be out of range to really do anything notable. Let's not forget that High Elves get +1 on their Dispel dice. While he's deciding what to cast, let me know when you're ready. I will tell you that all my guys have Lore of Vampires, which means that if a spell is successfully cast, I can give a wound back to a nearby hero. Yeah, it's a wizard. A wizard within 12 inches regains a wound lost previously in the battle. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, go.
I'm going to attempt the Pit of Shades.
Okay, go ahead. What's the range and casting level?
Range on it is 24 inches.
Okay, you might want to check that.
Okay.
Well, the dire wolves will be in range. Okay, go ahead. What's the casting value?
Okay, the casting value of it is cast on a 14 plus.
Okay, let's roll.
So,
He's throwing 4 dice at it.
I got to make sure this hits.
4 dice. Oh,
yeah.
and there it is, the Irresistible. Okay, sounds good. So let's grab a template. All right, let's remove these dice from the pool by setting them aside.
All right.
1d6, so place the template. I guess maximum damage, right?
So yeah, we're going to
Like
place it right there.
There.
Yeah.
Let's put it on this guy's head.
Okay.
So that way it's kind of still in the middle of the unit.
So roll both these right here.
And you've got 8 guys.
All right.
Okay, let's go. Of course, it'll probably deviate. Yep, 2
2
inches.
inches over there.
2 inches this way. I got it. No
got it.
problem. That ends up, because these guys are 2 inches long, that makes that a pretty easy calculation.
Oh, there you go.
So we end up right here. That's going to hit, looks like 6. I'll say 7 just for good measure. So now I start rolling initiative tests. All right, dire wolves have initiative 1. So that means I roll 7 dice and 1s make it. So 6 dire wolves are toast into the Pit of Shades. Back to the blackness with you.
There we go.
As glowing high elven runes streak out from his fingertips. Vampire Lord hisses. You want to be mine and undeath. I claw your head. Okay, what's next?
All
Come
right,
on, he's sitting on 3 dice now.
Sitting on 3.
I'm sitting on, and by the way, that was 48 points worth of dire wolves. You'll pay for that, elf.
We'll see.
I'm ready.
So,
Fantastic.
move on to the next guy.
So I'm starting to like the Vampire Counts already.
Way to break them in. Okay, so following is
vampire counts. Down 6 wolves. 6 wolves. So it's important, the way the vampire counts synergize is this has unholy lodestone on it. So that means if an augment spell is cast on this unit, it increases something. I can't remember. Okay, what's next?
Drain magic. Now, drain magic also affects both friendly and...
Oh, I don't know. Whatever it says, you'll have to educate me.
Okay.
I'm ready. Why don't you see if you can cast it first, because and you should have 3 dice left, if I'm not mistaken.
Cast on a 7+.
Okay, I'm ready.
So successfully cast it adds 3+ to the casting value of
Okay,
all spells.
let's go.
So, and it does.
All right. He's got a 13. I'm going to throw all. This is the last thing. I'm going to throw all 4 of my dice at it. And yeah, I think I just blew that up.
Yeah.
Okay, kablam. Shooting phase. High Elves, turn 1, shooting. Let's roll.
Let's do this.
Let's roll and we'll clear off our casualties here.
So.
Okay, volley shot on the dire wolves. This is probably a really good choice here because those wolves are going to get pretty close pretty fast. And all he's got is spearmen over there, but quite frankly, the spearmen are more than a match for these 14 wolves, especially 2 units of them. That's just going to be fantastic. Okay, let's roll.
Okay, so
on the dire wolves, looking at short range or long range?
Short range, I believe.
Okay, that's all hits. Wow, that's fantastic. Okay, go.
Okay, so
Toughness is 3. All right, it looks like that peels off another 6 guys. Nope, 5 guys.
5 guys.
That pretty much thinned out those dire wolves. Yikes-tastic. Okay, next one.
I don't think.
Where's the other bolt thrower?
This one, but I believe, is he in range?
No, 48 inches. That 48 inches is how far the board is. So he can reach. He's probably just not in close range.
I'll tell you what.
Choose wisely.
I am going to do a single shot at that terror gaze.
Okay, I'm ready. He's a large target. That's +1. Last I knew. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
1 shot. Needs a 4-up. That's a hit. Toughness is 6.
Toughness and strength. Let's see. So. Let's see. What is that? We'll go off the strength of the.
Okay, looking for a 4-up. That wounds. That's D3 wounds. Multiplies. Oh, if I don't make the save. Okay, Terrorgeist has 6-up in regeneration. That's nothing. So roll D3. That's the number of wounds. Here goes. 2 wounds. Hey, that was a very good first turn. Okay, other shooting. I'm ready.
Now, movement. They suffer -1. Let's see. These guys. Range of 24. Yeah, they make it. Although this covers line of sight, doesn't it, right here?
No, you can shoot right on through
You
that.
can shoot through that? Okay.
Yeah.
So, here's another 10.
Maybe give me cover for some of them.
Here at these
Okay.
wolves.
10 Loth and Seaguard shooting the dire wolves. And let's roll.
So
Okay,
let's see.
looking for 4s.
4's up.
Did you move?
No, these didn't move.
Oh, fantastic. So
just.
oh, look at that. Rolling.
So there we
That's
go.
8. Toughness is 3. Strength 3. So looking for 4s to wound.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. Only 4. 4 wounding hits. And that peels these guys off. Wow. So that thinned out those dire wolves quite a bit. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, you know what would have been better? It would be if I had split all that up. But of course, it wouldn't have mattered because you did have 3 different things that shot at them. But in any case, that is an interesting point. Frankly, I was looking at them as a flanking unit, like with some ranks to break ranks. But really, you didn't have any way that would have been useful. So, all right, we're on to undead turn 1. Oh no, wait, you have other shooting. What am I doing?
No, sir. I think.
No, is that it?
This is so with the movements and the suffering of the penalty. I think these guys.
Yeah, no, they can shoot.
They're still within
Yeah,
shot.
they
Okay.
can't volley.
They can't volley.
But they do get 2 ranks at least. And so yeah, that's 10. Oh, I'm in trouble. All right, I need 5s though for moving and long range. Is that long range?
You want me to measure?
Well, they have a 24-inch range, so yeah, it is long range.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it'd be 12 inches out. Okay, I'm ready. Looking for 5s, then looking for 4s. So there's 3 hits. Okay, and that is 2 more wounds. Wow, you really thinned those guys out. All right, vampire counts. Turn 1. First thing I do is I roll for the reliquary. And here's how it works. At the start of each of your turns, roll 2 dice 6 and add the current turn number. Awesome. That's 10 plus 1 is 11. So that makes a bubble around the mortise engine of 11 inches. Now it says, all right, so all units gain +1 to their regeneration. So if they didn't have regeneration, they now have regeneration on a 6. So wow, I even ran out of markers there.
Wow.
So those guys all have that. And let's see. If doubles are rolled, the mortise engine takes a wound. So that's basically a 1 in 6 chance every turn. Also, enemy units. If there were enemy units within range, they would have taken d6 hits equal to the turn number, with the strength equal to the turn number. So d6 strength 1 hits. But on turn 5, that would be d6 strength 5 hits to everything within range. But if you do the math, this mortise engine is going to take 2 or 3 wounds during the course of the game just from rolling doubles. Wow. Because over the course of 5 turns, you roll 5d6. And, oh no, that would actually only be like 1 wound over the course of the game. That's interesting. Is that how that works? Yes, that's right. I'm sorry, I had my math wrong. Got my probabilities mixed up. But it does have 5 wounds, so that really is a nice feature. All right, so we are on to movement phase. Okay, I'm going to have the Vargeists charge the knights there.
Okay.
And here they come. Swift stride plus 10 inches. Oh yeah, that's it. That's 21. So crunch, we already measured it. It's 19 inches. So we're going to see how the Vargeists fare. And did march the Black Knights. That was a bit out of order, but we are playing a little bit helter-skelter just to get through today. And press the red button. Okay, end of Vampire Count's turn 1 movement phase. So I charged in the Vargeists. I actually think they have a pretty good chance there. This guy flew up, so the pressure is really on this center there. Hopefully I can knock out at least one of the wizards. But the wizard that I really need is, I really need to kill both of them, because it's that 4 to my necromancer's level 1 or 2 that's going to make it really hard for them to get their spells off. Did veer off the mortise engine. I'm basically going to realign my line here and have these 2 right here to hopefully help these guys out. I marched these up. These guys can't march because they're not within 12 inches of the general, and they are not vampiric. I did move my dire wolves just hidden here, because 3 dire wolves are not going to do anything. They really weren't within charge range, so I'm just going to kind of hang them out there and see if something happens. All these guys have a 6+ regeneration from the mortise engine, and that makes me extremely, extremely happy. And we are on to Vampire Count's turn 1 spell phase. Here it comes. The result is a 6 and a 3. And so what you got to do is you got to subtract. You got to take 6 minus 3. That's the difference between the 2 numbers. So that's how strong your magic phase is, really, how much higher your roll is than the other guy. So we're going to do channeling. 2 dice for the High Elves, 3 for the Vampire Counts. Vampire Counts pick up another one, bringing the total to 10.
High Elves get
nothing. Nothing for the High Elves for channeling, and that's not unusual. It is on a 6 to get that, and I know just what spells I want to cast. But go ahead and turn. All right, first off, I'm going to use the Cursed Book, and this. Some of you may remember bound spells. Bound spells went off automatically, but you could try and dispel them. The Cursed Book kind of harkens back to that because it gives you an extra thing, but it doesn't really. It works in a different way. So here's how it works. I have 10 dice. I sacrifice D3 dice from my pool to activate the book. It's going to be 1 dice, so I'll take out the dice that I rolled. And now the book casts, and it can't be dispelled, it casts a spell at random. And by the way, I went through and I looked up every single one of these spells because they're like from different lores, Shadow, Death, and Heavens. But they have something in common, they're all hexes. So that means they can be cast out of close combat, and by the way, that's this guy casting it. So, but the thing is, some of them are 18 inches and some are 24 inches, so I really don't know if I'm going to be within range, but I can't stop myself. I want to try out this book. The spell is 3, the Withering from Lore of Shadow. We're going to have to look that up real